You're listening to Jimbo and Casio on Rocket 95.1.
The following is brought to you by Rocket 95.1 and your Fox 54.
Hey, welcome to Following the Following. What week is this? 6?
7.
7. Oh,
Yeah.
I missed a week. I'm apparently in the
you're
sofa.
on episode 6.
I'm stuffed in the sofa. Jimbo, Casio, Ed from the Deep, Comics and Games, and we're going to talk about The Following last night. And this is a spoiler alert, remember. We are going to spoil the show for you right here at the beginning. So if you haven't seen The Following from this week and you're going to do it on demand, do that first, and then come back to this show on fox54.com, our Facebook page, and also our website.
Jimbo, do you love our graphics department, by the way?
Yeah,
I
do.
love our graphics department.
I loved last week where you just started pasting logos all over the place. I mean, all of a sudden...
I'm going to test him right now. Can you put a knife in my hand?
Okay, now, change it into a Zelda sword.
2 hands for a Zelda sword.
Anything can happen to the Fox 54 creative department.
We'll see if it works. We'll see that later.
Yeah, we'll find out later. Otherwise, you look like an idiot with your hand in the air.
I look like I was air choking Ed from the deep. All right.
All right, so last night on The Following, here's what happened, as best I recall. Lily has gone bananas and has created a whole new cult, or perhaps they were there the whole time. What was their name?
Apparently her Snapchat friends. I mean, she is out of control on the internet.
I wasn't aware the resources that Lily had, and she refers to her husband in this, so she's married and he's rich. We were told last night that she's got houses all over the world in her name. She's got this cult. She killed Emma last night with this new guy, Micah, the leader of his cult, with the white mask and the white robes. This episode last night was a little bit Raiders of the Lost Ark. Did you pick up on Raiders of the Lost Ark at all?
Yeah, but they did say Emma's not dead.
Emma's bleeding. Her blood was drank.
He said
They
she
told-
claims Emma's not dead.
He said, yeah, they told Joe that she's fine.
Well, now we have to believe that to see it, but
see it.
she's claiming she's alive.
Wrists were slit. Blood was drank.
You thought Raiders of the Lost Ark?
Immediately.
I was sitting there looking at all the masks and everybody sitting around, and I thought, well, this is the worst Mardi Gras parade ever.
Well, you were thinking, that's because you were hungry.
I
You were
thought
thinking,
Micah was going to be throwing out beads. He
it's
did
Fat
not.
Tuesday.
He started drinking blood, and I thought he needs to give that up for Lent.
Remember the heart, when they take the guy's heart out in Raiders of the Lost Ark?
Yes.
That's where I went immediately.
I went creepy Mardi Gras
Ed?
right out of the gate.
Editor's note, that was the Temple of Doom.
Thank you very much. Temple of Doom.
We've just been told by the director it was Temples of the Doom.
Mm-hmm.
No, Temples of the Doom.
By the way,
That's when you have a headache. You have
Yeah,
Temples of the Doom.
we spend a fortune on this show. by
Serial
the
killer
way.
blood cures that, apparently.
Yes, it does. It cures Temples of Doom.
Ed, your take
Yeah.
on the new cult?
It's just more crazy people. Why do people think, hey, here's a guy that kills people all over the time. Let's bring him in. I bet he's fun at parties.
Yeah.
So
I mean, they made them all. Remember, they made them get on their knees. They had to put on the white robes, the white mask.
Yeah, they didn't have an identity yet.
No identity.
I mean, and luckily when you do get an identity, you get an all red outfit. So
I think it was
I'd be walking around the cult looking like the Kool-Aid man, which is not a good look for me.
I think it was real interesting that he said, how do you get them to kill people? You know, so I think that's why Micah wants him there, because he wants to learn how Joe exerts more control than apparently what he can do. So all that he can do is get him to volunteer to have that.
Yeah, this cult's
slit.
bad news.
It's weird seeing Joe in a minor role, like a subservient role to this new Micah guy.
But you can tell he's doing it on the slide.
Oh, no, he's
doing it because he knows he has to.
He is going to bring it later.
And then every guy's worst nightmare ever is being hooked up to an lie detector test and a girl asks you about her breast. That is the worst nightmare ever.
I forgot about that. And those weren't, by the way, those weren't even lie detector questions. Those were just what she wanted to know right then.
Yeah.
Doesn't the lie detector test have to end in a yes or no?
Well, that's what he said, and she goes, "Oh, I'm just that good at it." And
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Whatever.
think she's just that doesn't care. I think maybe she's wanting power, and here's Joe Carroll who might get rid of Micah for her.
Yeah.
And another
You
one
saw
of
there
these
was a little
thinking she
tension
can
there.
Control him, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There was a little tension there.
Were you ready for the amount of power Lily has?
I knew she had resources. I didn't know she had it all set up already.
Yeah.
Yeah, the whole, I guess the speed dating serial killer scene is
Yeah.
more than
That's strong.
more than I was aware of going on.
Yeah.
But You know, just the kid going, oh, yeah, I know him. I think she may know a lot of serial killers.
A side note as well I thought was interesting, I think it went kind of unnoticed because you were kind of focused on the show, the transformation more of Kevin Bacon, Ryan Hardy, turning into just a straight-up criminal. When he told his niece, I need to find him, and she said, you mean kill him? And he went, well, yeah, I mean kill him. But,
yeah.
I mean, like, that's what I mean. He said capture at first, which is what an agent would do. And he's already killed a few people that he didn't have to kill.
Yeah.
He's killed some people out of rage, like the girl that he thought killed his niece.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, he's turning into a bad guy, but he's supposed to be our hero here that we're rooting for.
And then he also said he took up teaching just to make Joe Carroll mad.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I mean, he's gone off the deep end.
He's becoming a follower of his own.
It was interesting when Max said, you've actually become a follower of Joe Carroll. He's running your life.
Yeah.
And Ryan Hardy actually goes, yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, I think that scene was very, I don't think it got enough attention. It was bam, and then we were on to chase and killing people, and it was like, that was a really pivotal scene, I thought.
It was a good show last night. We thank you for joining us now. We have a code word to give you, and this code word could perhaps put something in your hands.
Code word? Temples of Doom.
Oh, Temples of Doom. So lots of code words this week. Temples of Doom.
Yes.
Everybody point at your temples. Temples of Doom. Thanks for joining us. Fox54.com, our website, and our Facebook page too. We will talk next week for Following the Following.